What is up, guys? LA Gamer here, and today I am bringing you guys episode 2 of my NBA 2K16 Fantasy Draft MyGM featuring the Chicago Bulls. In today's episode, we'll be going up against the Cleveland Cavaliers led by Kawhi Leonard. So I'm going to give you guys a quick look here at their roster, and then I'm going to show you guys a quick look at mine. Now, before we hop too directly into this commentary, I want to quickly say for all you guys who do happen to celebrate Christmas, I would like to wish you all a Christmas or a happy Christmas Eve. And of course, a very Merry Christmas, because this series specifically won't be posted tomorrow. So for those of you who only watch this series, I would like to wish you a Merry Christmas as well. I hope you guys have a great couple of days, spend it all with family, get a couple presents that you guys were hoping for, and have a great couple of days. So now let's hop into this commentary. You see, we're about to be under tip-off. Now, this is opening day right here. So this game is actually really important because it does kind of set the tempo and it sets the foundation of what we want to try to accomplish this year. I mean, if we can start off here and have a really nice opening game, I think that can set off a great foundation for us to build off of, especially with a guy like Kyrie, who I'm expecting a lot out of. So right here, we're actually going to allow him to take the first shot of the game, the first three of his career, the first shot of his career actually, as a Chicago Bull. So he's going to miss that one. But right here, look at them try to cause a switch on Kyrie at the three-point line. You can't just do that and leave him wide open. So we're going to make them pay for that when Kyrie's going to knock a three home. So for this game, it was mainly just a battle between Kyrie and Kawhi. Luckily for us, they did not put Kawhi on Kyrie, because if they did do that, I don't know how I was going to get any offense going. It's kind of a weird thing with the game. They always just match up defenders on the same guy at their position. They don't put a lot of AI intelligence into that. I mean, realistically, if you had Kawhi Leonard and you're playing a team whose main offensive player was Kyrie, I'm surprised they didn't switch Kawhi Leonard to guard Kyrie, because he probably would have done a great job and it probably would have made the game much more difficult for me. But that's something I just want to mention is right here. Nicholas Batum's going to knock home a three. Now, on the subject of Nicholas Batum, I have played 2 games so far in this franchise, or in this MyGM, I should say. As right here, oh my god, we have to comment on that one. Kyrie, or actually Tony Allen, with the crazy athletic slam right there. Tony Allen's another guy I really like, so I'm thinking about inserting him into the starting role, honestly, because he shuts down every single player that I put him on. So, that's another thing I'm considering. But on the subject of Nicholas Batum, I'm also considering trading him. I've played 2 games so far, and you're only going to see clips of him hitting threes, of course, because I'm not going to show clips of me missing shots. I just don't do that. But with Nicholas Batum, he does tend to miss a lot of shots, and I'm not a huge fan of it, because it's kind of frustrating, because I get him open all the time on 3-point shots, and he always seems to just brick them, especially at important times. So Batum may be a guy you see on the trade market pretty soon. Hopefully we can get another nice piece to fill out the team, but we'll see how Batum does. We might give him a couple more chances, but for those of you guys who aren't a Batum fan either, please comment that down below so I feel more incentive to actually trade him away. Another thing I really like, though, is DeAndre Jordan is an absolute monster. You see, he comes up big on the boards, offensive and defensive. That's right here. Did you see that he got a defensive rebound, ran down the court, got an offensive rebound, and then was able to put up the second chance bucket to get us an easy 2 points. So there's not very many players like him. I would say the only obvious downfall to DeAndre Jordan is that he can't hit any shots, especially not a free throw. He has a free throw rating of a 39. So anytime we have to go to the free throw line with him, it's extremely nerve-wracking. But I realized my one workaround with that whole situation is I just don't force up any shots where he can get fouled on. And I know that's a tough thing to do, but whenever DeAndre Jordan's in traffic or anything, I'm just not going to shoot the ball, because if he gets into the free throw line, it's maybe basically it's like a 40% chance that he's going to actually knock one home. So I'm not very comfortable with those odds. And so I think realistically we just put him in situations where he can't get fouled and he can get easy dunks or things of that nature. And I think it's been working out so far now. He's not going to score that many points a game. He'll probably end up scoring maybe 7 to 8 points a game. But that's all I really need him for. He's also going to average about 14 rebounds a game and a couple of blocks per game. So I think he's definitely fitting his role. I think the good news is we set ourselves up with a foundation of young scorers and nice athletic guards who can score the ball to put less pressure on DeAndre Jordan on the offensive end of the ball, because that's obviously where he's deficient. So guys like J.R. Smith right there, you see, are definitely going off. He got a dunk just earlier, and then, of course, drained a 3 right there. And now, of course, we have Wesley Matthews here, who's another dominant 3-point shooter. One of the best 3-point shooters in the league, actually, probably top 20. And he's going to be, you'll see him pretty often knocking home a few threes. He's a very good specialist shooter. That's what I would call him. He's kind of a catch-and-shoot guy in my system. I'm just kind of putting him in situations where he can get open threes and just kind of give him opportunities to kind of take the easy 3-pointers. And he tends to knock them down pretty often at a pretty high efficiency. So right here, we're gonna throw it over to Kyrie. I don't know what they were doing there. They just let him get down the lane with no real issue there. And something else I noticed is Kyrie cannot dunk for shiz. I mean, I've tried it a few times. He just cannot dunk the ball. So I kind of gave up on my hope of that. But right here oddly enough, Tony Allen has actually proven to be a decent shooter. Now, his three-point rating is in the mid-60s, I believe, but he shoots about 40% from three, and I know that's not overly impressive by the number, but when we're talking about the league as a whole, that's a pretty impressive shooter. And of course, that's probably more because I'm taking really easy shots with them, but for the most part, he did a pretty nice job there with what I needed him to do, knocking home threes and playing great defense. Now, I know this game went by pretty quick. For this first game, I just kind of wanted to get into the feel of things, get into the feel of the team, get into the feel, of course, the Cavaliers. We may see later down the road, of course, they have a pretty nice team built around Kawhi Leonard. So right here, I'll show you guys the stats. You see Kyrie Irving dropped 50 points. I didn't show a lot of him, but he definitely went off, and Kyrie's going to be the main scorer on this team for many games to come. So if you guys enjoyed, please click like button below. Make sure to comment your opinion of this series and what I could do to make it more interesting in the comment section below. Make sure to also comment some trades you may like to see, and make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Stay tuned to this series and other series I got going on my channel. That first draft video is going really well right now, and I really appreciate all your guys' support, and I really hope for more support in the future. So thank you guys for everything. I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.